Trump tells ABC News he's mulling over attacking Iran. Yep, mulling over it. When think about it, get back to you. Let's do this. Let's go to the video with Benjamin Netanyahu. Here it is.
These people who chant death to America, try to assassinate President Trump twice, killed 241 of your Marines in Beirut, killed and injured thousands of American soldiers in Afghanistan and Iraq, try to bomb a restaurant in Washington, D.C., chant death to America, burn the American flag. Do you want these people to have nuclear weapons and the means to deliver them to your cities? Of course not.
Yeah.
So we're defending ourselves, but we're also defending the world.
I want to talk about the nuclear threat, and I want to talk about President Trump. You just said Iran tried to assassinate President Trump twice. Do you have intel that the assassination attempts on President Trump were directly from Iran?
Through proxies, yes. Through their intel, yes. They want to kill him. Look, he's enemy number one. Look, they also tried to kill me, but I'm his junior partner.
When did
they
you
understand that President Trump is a great threat to Iran's plans to weaponize nuclear weapons and use them?
If it wasn't so obvious, you know, the lies they tell. Oh, yeah, plenty of evidence. Yes, yeah. Evidence galore. Great intelligence over here. All right? Put it up full mass. Let me explain what's really happening. So Donald Trump said Sunday, the United States is not involved in Israel's military strikes against Iran, but, quote, he says it's possible we could get involved, end quote. That comes after reports that Israel had urged the U.S. to join the conflict with Iran to eliminate its nuclear program. In an interview with ABC News, Rachel Scott, Trump declined to comment on whether Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made a personal plea for the U.S. to get more involved. However, outlandish claims you just heard were made on Fox News. In terms of that claim, the Biden DOJ in November charged an Iranian operative named Farhad Shakiri in a plot to assassinate Trump, which was unrelated to the two assassination attempts the president faced in 2024. U.S. officials at the time said they did not believe there was a link between Iran and the shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania, or the man who waited outside Trump's golf course in Florida with a semi-automatic rifle. Trump, during a speech in September, suggested Iran was involved in both of those incidents. Obviously, Iran and the Iran president, they have denied his government was involved in any plot to kill Trump. That's not to say that Israel's military is above using such tactics. Here it is.
And we can now answer a question that you put to Benjamin Netanyahu that he punted on. A U.S. official is telling us just in the last few minutes since your interview concluded that President Trump did, in fact, in the last couple of days, nix a plan that the Israelis were putting together to assassinate the supreme leader of Iran. So we can put a bow on that.
This is now really interesting, isn't it? All right. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Republican strategist, CNN commentator Scott Jennings on Sunday called on President Donald Trump to launch a military strike against Iran's Fordo nuclear facility, urging or arguing that the move would secure peace and merit a Nobel Peace Prize for bombing, which that doesn't exist. Scott. Put Scott back up, man. So Scott is acting delirious, which means he sounds even more insane than usual. His coherence is not quite there. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that Scott Jennings is actually stuck in Tel Aviv due to the military missile attacks between Iran and Israel. Jennings had embarked on a trip to the region. Okay, he signed up for this. His first to tour major cities like Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, as well as cities where approximately 1/4 of its 400 residents were killed by Hamas in October 2023, those attacks, as well as the site of the Nova Music Festival massacre, where 378 were killed. So Scott decided to go there, okay? If you want to make a big point, make a big play. On Friday night, Jennings was under orders not to leave his hotel should they need to seek refuge in a bomb shelter. Jennings has no idea how long he'll have to stay at the hotel or when he will depart Israel. Quote, airspace is closed. Airports are closed. He says, quote, the thing we know the least about is how are we going to get out of here? We were supposed to leave tomorrow, but that doesn't feel like it's happening. No, Scott, it's not happening, okay? Now, here's the thing. Take what you're going through, multiplied, magnified by roughly 1 million, and you may have an understanding of what a Palestinian child experiences every hour. Possibly. Look at you, man. Put Scott back up. On American television, from your cushy job on CNN, you pontificate against individuals who are being slaughtered and killed and don't know when a bomb is going to drop on their head or not. Now look where you are. Now, I don't advocate for violence, and I definitely don't advocate for vengeance or revenge. I believe the universe has a model called justice. But you have to question whatever God you worship, which I'm sure is white Jesus. You have to question, why did white Jesus put you in this situation, Scott? Asked if he was aware of the presence of Caitlyn Jenner in the country for Tel Aviv's gay pride festivities, and similarly stranded. Jennings said, quote, I saw that she was here, and then I saw that the Daily Mail sort of made it seem like we were here together. It was Scott Jennings and Caitlyn Jenner stuck in Israel. We're both stuck here, he added with a chuckle, but not together. That's right, Scott. That's what people are, that's what you should be concerned about. Who you stuck there with, what people are going to say, what the Republicans will think of you. These cats are so silly. All right, Jackson, thoughts here.
Imagine how great and cushy of a job it would be to just have a smirk on your face and say really stupid things and get paid. You know what I'm saying? Just get paid. You know what I'm saying? But on the one hand, I mean, let's be serious. We all know that during Obama's terms in office, he put forth the Iran nuclear agreement that Iran was following, because overall the world doesn't want nuclear war. So the idea that we have to go to war with Iran in order to protect everyone just because Netanyahu's saying it. Keep in mind, everyone knows Netanyahu is a paranoid psychopath. And I think one of the key things that he said was, everyone knows I'm Trump's junior partner. So again, yeah, Trump's just gonna go wherever Netanyahu says. And when he's saying over and over again that, hey, we got this plot about Trump's assassination, he's just baiting Trump into doing something. Whether he's trying to make Trump scared for his life, or he just thinks that, Trump, you're not gonna let this slide, are you? You can't let the American people see you be and Trump is an idiot. He just did the military parade. He thrives off of looking tough, even though he isn't Mr. Bone Spurs. But it's really just an unfortunate situation that a lot of people saw coming, because the Republican Party and the military-industrial complex at large has long wanted to go to war with Iran.
Yep, and what Iran needs to do is purchase Donald Trump an airplane.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
turn it all around.
Turn the whole thing around.